Hello, gentlemen, and welcome to yet another episode of the Gentleman's Club. I am your host, Marc.antomattei, and in today's episode, I'm going to be doing a review over the Johnnie Walker Blender's Batch Triple Grain American Oak Blended Scotch Whiskey. Now, there's a mouthful for you. Now, before I get into this interview, I would like to say this will be the last whiskey and or any type of review or video that you get from me here in Tokyo, Japan for the immediate moment, because tomorrow morning I'm going to be flying out and heading stateside for exactly 1 month. And I will record some content when I'm stateside to visit family in New York City. And also I'll be in Virginia Beach for a little bit as well. So the next time that you see me, I'll be across seas back home. But for now, this is one of the last Tokyo videos that I'll do. And by the way, of course, I'm coming back to Tokyo. It's just that I'm going overseas to visit family. So anyways, with this review, this is something new that I've seen inside of the liquor section of the supermarket that I frequent. And I've never seen this before, and it looks like something very limited. I don't know when this became available on the market or what markets inside the world this is available in. If this is Japan only, East Asia only, is it in Europe, is it in the United States? I don't know. Please check your local liquor vendor and try to find that out for yourself. But some information about this. First of all, this was not that expensive. This one cost me about 1,600 Japanese yen, which is about 16 or 15 American dollars. So in terms of whiskey prices, that's not very expensive at all. In fact, that's what I would call super cheap for whiskey. And this is a 700 milliliter bottle. It has a very nice packaging on it, and of course it has the by appointment to Her Majesty the Queen's seal at the top, her heraldry, Johnnie Walker and Sons. This one is 41.3% volume or ABV. And on the back there's a small Japanese label and it says 42%. Which one is correct, I don't know. I'm gonna believe what Johnnie Walker themselves had printed on the box. This one is aged 10 years, by the way, which I did not mention before. Johnnie Walker No. 3 Blender's Batch. The blender's notes: 3 grain whiskeys using wheat, barley, and corn. So these are three of the 4 main grains, blended with select malts. Sweet and creamy with fresh fruits and gentle, spicy smoke. Aged 10 years in American oak cask. All right, distilled, blended, and bottled in Scotland. So this bottle, the front of this packaging gives us all the information that we need to know. The 3 different grains that's used inside of here. It's not just a blend of 3 grains, but it also has malts inside of here as well. It says gentle, so I'm thinking that it's going to go down easy. It has fruits. Sweet and creamy, nice sweet taste to it. And when it says spicy smoke, it means that what is the word that I'm looking for? It has some peat smoke to it. How much is to be determined, but I don't think it's going to be that much. And it's been maturated, sitting 10 years inside of American oak. And here's the bottle. There's some notes on the back, a lot of reading. I'm going to go ahead and read this. As blenders, we are obsessed with flavor. Johnnie Walker Blender's Batch Triple Grain American Oak is a unique experiment and flavor enhancing properties of 3 grain whiskeys when blended with a small selection of malts. It also makes use of 3 grain cereals, wheat, barley, and corn. For this limited release, we have selected mature grain whiskeys, including the now closed Port Dundas, and select iconic malt whiskeys, including the fresher, zestier fruit notes of Cardew and the stewed fruit flavors of Mortlock. Each whiskey has been aged for at least 10 years in American oak. Influenced by my personal interest in American whiskey, sparked by a spell working in Kentucky, all of the whiskeys selected for this blend have been carefully matured in American oak. They bring wonderfully mellow vanilla tones, soft hints of toasted wood, and notes of spices like cloves and pepper. We also carefully studied the strength of the blend, finding the optimal ABV, alcohol by volume, at 41.3%. This is a Scotch whiskey that lends itself to mixing, whether in cocktails or with ginger or soda, and of course it can be enjoyed neat or over ice. Jim Beveridge, Master Blender Johnnie Walker. Metal screw top. Take that one off. I gotta be honest with you, I don't like grain whiskeys that much. I do like the smell of grain whiskeys, but the taste is not as good as the malts or blended, but this is blended with a whole lot of different things, so it is to be determined. This one smells quite nice from afar, very, yeah, gentle would be the word. I haven't smelled anything like this before. Currently, maybe some similar, something a little bit similar. I had a grain whiskey that I picked up from the Fujigotemba distillery, made by Kirin, and that one smelled good, but the taste was left a little bit to be desired. A link down to that video down below. So that was one of the only grain whiskeys that I've tried yet on the channel. I'm trying to think if there was any more, but I doubt it. This smells similar to that, but with other things inside of there. Vanilla, very light, lacks the alcohol smell. At 41.3% ABV, no need to add any water to this. This one is quite nice. Now, the reason I can say that I like this one is because it is blended. It has malts inside of there. And they made just a correct balance of many different types of whiskey for optimal flavor. This is not just straight one grain only. Absolutely right. It's extremely light on the tongue. They use the word gentle on the cover and the word mellow on the back. After about 10 seconds, then it comes up. You could taste, I'm at a loss of words today. You could taste some of the peat, the smoke comes back up after you swallow on the finish. And it's very slightly peaty, which is nice. some nice oakiness, wood flavor to it. This one is very good. I'm not going to compare this to the other two Johnnie Walkers that I've tasted, because they're kind of in different categories, where those are just blended single malt whiskeys. This one is mostly blended grain whiskeys with some malts included inside of there. Kind of two different beasts there. But I would definitely say that I'm pleasantly surprised by this. For the cheap price and value, this is not all that bad. This is definitely leagues better than the Johnnie Walker Red Label. But compared to the Johnnie Walker Black Label, yeah, like I said, incomparable, but they have nice features about them, respectively, for both of what they are. The Black Label is like middle of the range in terms of floral notes, sweetness, peat, and other things of that nature. This one is very sweet and very lightly balanced. If you're looking to try to get into whiskey, or even trying some grain whiskeys, this is a nice place to start. You're not going to hurt your pocket. And yeah, you're not going to be turned off at all. And that is my review over the Johnnie Walker Triple Grain American Oak Aged 10 Years Whiskey. I would like to thank you, gentlemen, for watching. Salute to you wherever you may be out in the world, and I will see you next time. And until then, keep it classy, gentlemen. Next time, New York City, Virginia Beach. See you there.